Thanks, Liz.
Hi, ladies. Welcome to our fantastic summer series. So happy you were able to join us tonight. My name is Shannah Campbell, and I live in Trinity, Florida, and I am here to talk to you about booking parties from parties. As consultants, it is our job to go into parties intentionally seeking out new bookings to continue to grow our business. So as I'm driving to the party, I'm already thinking of observing who seems to be super social and talks about maybe having gatherings at her home to kind of look at who might be a great hostess for me. So when I get to the event, I speak with my hostess and I'll ask her if she has any girlfriends that she knows that love to entertain and just gather people. Because some people don't like to do that, and that's okay. But our job as consultants are to find the people that do like to do that so that we can continue to grow our business. So as the guests are arriving, sometimes the hostess is busy in the kitchen, so I'll greet them at the door and say, welcome, I'm Shannah. And they come on in, I wait till everyone gets a glass of wine and says hi to their friends, and then I will go around to each lady and introduce myself again as Shannah Campbell with Touchstone Crystal by Swarovski. And then I have them roll the 3 dice. Oops. I use the box so that the dice doesn't fall on the floor, but it just did, so here we go. So I have them roll the 3 dice, and then I tell them that they will find out what it means during my short little presentation that I will do once all the ladies arrive at the Sip and Sparkle. And I typically like to do my 5-step party presentation, either 30 minutes or 45 minutes after the start time of the party, because I know that everyone runs a few minutes late and I want everyone to come in, feel relaxed, get some wine, get something to eat, and then I will go ahead and do my 5-part party presentation. So when I have them roll the dice, I write their name on a piece of paper with the number that they rolled by it and the name of my hostess and the date right on the top. And that way, when I'm done with the party and I have my orders, I staple this to the orders from that party so that I will be able to look back at this to reference it so that I can offer them the special deal that you're going to find out about as well. So once they roll the dice, I'm excited. Everything keeps rolling. I've done my steps of the party presentation. After I have dressed the guest, that is when I say that this whole look is about $600. And by far, your best way to get it is to invite me into your home for a fun, fast and easy sip and sparkle, just like we are doing here tonight. And then I say, now you get to find out what the dice means. So some of you, and then I'll say all of their names. Annette, you had a 9. Oh my goodness. Oh, Annie, you had a 15. Beverly had a 12. And Jennifer had a 10. And that was the lowest number of the evening. And then we have Margaret with 11 and Christy with 15. So basically, this number that you rolled means that if you choose to invite me into your home for a fun, fast and easy sip and sparkle, then you'll get any $100 item of your choice for the price of the dice that you rolled. So Jennifer, you rolled a 10. You can get any ice bracelet for $10 on top of all of the free and discounted jewelry that Touchstone Crystal offers our hostesses, because we have a very generous host rewards program. So that's something to think about. And I also want to encourage all of you ladies to please fill out your wish list on your order form. And then I will use the wish list later to reference back to it to say, oh, I see that you have quite a lot of sparkle on your wish list. What do you think about getting all of that for free or at a deep discount? And don't forget about the price of the dice. So I'm letting her know that she has the freeness, but on top of that, we can get a $100 item for the price of the dice. And how that works is I'm simply using what Touchstone has provided for us with our hostess special. Any $100 item for $19. So Jennifer had a 10. I, as the consultant, would pay the $9 difference, and then she would get a $100 item for $10 when her party is closing. And I also tell them, but it gets even better. Here at Touchstone Crystal, we have something called a BFF coupon, which means bling for a friend. Yes, I know, it's very cute. And here on Glam Central, you all can download this from resources and downloads. This is a 70% coupon. And I used to use them and laminate them, but then I got a little bit more creative and made some sparkly ones. So these are my BFF coupons. Some of them are upside down. But you can see the lanyards are sparkly as well. They're from Amazon. And then I purchased the little pouches that you put them in. And I basically got letters, sticky letters, and stuck them on a piece of sparkle paper. I'm trying to take it out. And just put it on a piece of sparkle paper. And see, I just ripped that one. So now I have to redo it because my OCD eyeballs wouldn't be able to handle that. Oh, it was upside down. There you go. So you get the little pockets separately to put them in, and that way you don't have to remake them all the time. So what I do with these at a party is I dangle them on my hands, 2 on each side, and I let them know that these are our BFF coupons. And on top of all of our free and discounted sparkle that my hostesses get, they get to give a gift to our host tonight. So if you host a sip and sparkle with me, then you will get a $100 item for the price of the dice, and you'll be giving our hostess tonight a gift as well, which is a 70% off item. So she could get an ice bracelet for $26.70, which is absolutely amazing. And I've seen her wish list, and she does want more. So she'll be the first one at your party. And then before you know it, when people are hearing all of this, you're booking 1 party and then 2 and then 3 because they're like, oh, well, if you come to mine, then you can get a 70% off. And then it just trickles that way because each person knows at least 25 to 30 people that the other people do not know. So that's great to tap into different circles so that we can continue to get future bookings so that our sparkle business can thrive. Now, I check out, go over her sparkle wish list and see what she would like, and then let her know about the booking offer with the dice, getting a $100 item, and our BFF coupon. And once I dangle them on my hands, I explain what they are, and then I tell them that I'm going to drape them over our fabulous hostess tonight. And then if they would like to host a sip and sparkle with me, then they can please take one off of her neck and come see me so that we can set up a party and get them some sparkle for free. And then they chuckle, and before you know it, they're having some wine, and I don't even see it happen. And they're like, oh, I'm doing a party. And then they start spinning it. So they're super fun and add something different than just our little coupons. And I know that there are many other booking offers that people use in Touchstone. These are just the 2 that I've chosen to use, but I am going to start using some new ones. I learned of one from Lori Kelly on our national training that she prints out a retired list and highlights the items that she has, and then at a party, she'll offer that as a bonus bling booking on top of the $100 item and on top of all of the free sparkle that Touchstone has to offer. So she tells people to pick a date and then pick one highlighted item, and they will receive that at their party. So that's another great booking offer that Touchstone is circulating. And I love that everyone in this business likes to share it, and you might have something that works for you, but those are the 2 that are working for me, because I feel that we as consultants have to entice them to want some of this free sparkle, because I've never had anyone host a party and say, oh, this isn't fun. Oh, you know, they're always, whoa, do I have to deliver this to everyone? When they realize that that's all their sparkle. And I do always say that they pay for the tax and shipping on the free sparkle, just to make sure that they are aware of that and there's no surprises. So that's it. I know I had 30 minutes, but I didn't need 30 minutes. Does anyone have any questions? Silence. Bueller. No questions, so that's
Shannah,
good. Go ahead.
Shannah, I have a question. What if
Sure.
it's a month where, like, August typically ends up being double host dollars? How do you work that if you've promised them the $19 item and then they book their party in August? It's not the $19 item.
That's a great question. And that happened to me last year. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So basically what I did is I said, usually you get a $100 item for 19, but it's August. So you're going to get double the rewards for the price of the dice. So I would
Okay.
still give the double rewards, but I would pay the $9 difference if I use Jennifer as an example, because she got a 10. So I would say instead of paying 19 to double your rewards, you only pay 10. So then they're still getting hooked up.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I thought of, and I was like, well, that makes sense to me, so I hope it makes sense to them.
Yeah, it does.
Great question.
Hi, Shannah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I not necessarily a question, but maybe because we have been in for a while, so we know that the $19 for the 100 for $19 or whatever, it's on a qualifying of $600 or more party. So I know that there's some new people on. I have a new person on. So how do you handle explaining that to the people when they're booking their parties?
Oh, awesome. Okay. So when they book a party with me, I always tell them that my goal is to get them to 1,000 so that we can maximize the discount that Touchstone offers. And I tell them in order for us to get the $100 item for the price of the dice, we'll have to hit $600, but that'll be easy because my goal is always 1,000, and I always like to be able to do that for you. So as long as we work together and get some people to attend your party, then I'm sure the sales will be sufficient, and then we can get you that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good question.
Shannah, hey hon, did I
Hi,
miss
Wen.
something with you doing was it just the BFF coupons and then the price of the dice? Was that the two things that you do, or did I miss something that you had with your paper?
No, those are the two things that I do. All I showed with the paper was that I write everyone's name, and I write the number next to it, and then I write the hostess and the date.
The party.
And
Okay.
then I staple it to the party because let's face it, people are busy nowadays, and sometimes people think they're too busy to have a party. But that's when we say, well, how long do you think it takes? You know, because they can do it at their favorite restaurant for 2 hours and you bring a few.
Right.
This way, if they choose to do one a month later, I'm organized and I can reference back to it. So they're not telling me, oh, I think I got a 2, which is impossible. You can't get a 2. The lowest number is a 3.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good question.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Can you, what do you have for tips? Like right now, I did my first full month. I had 2 parties. They're, fairly successful. But now I can't get anything for July. I have 3 for August, but nothing for July. And I'm getting, I was reassured that July is a slow month, but I'm still in month 2 and I need to do well in month 2. So anything, I'm passing out my mini books at the bank everywhere I go, but anything to get a party from nothing, I guess you could say.
Okay, have you ever thought about joining any local networking groups in your area?
Yeah, like town groups.
Just look up networking groups and visit. You can always visit networking groups for free, but it's a great way to meet people. And because we as consultants get so much free sparkle, it's wonderful to be able to donate to different organizations as well. And you'll meet people by being in new areas, by doing a networking. But also our fabulous leader, Miss Betsy Bishop, always says for every 10 people you reach out to, you will get 1 response. And I promise you, because July is slow, I reached out to 40 in one day and got 4 responses. And I was like, oh, I already knew she was awesome, but yeah, she's totally right. Then the next day I did 30 more and got 3 responses. And what you can do is contact people that are out of state and just say, hey, did you know that Swarovski now has a direct selling division? check out this sparkle and tell me what you think, just to get them to look at it. And then they'll communicate with you, hopefully. And then you can say, oh, I'd love to get it for you for free, because you could even do an online party with relatives that are out of state. You know, even if they get $300, they're able, the $300 is for the BFF. $300 is what the party has to be to get the BFF coupon. To get the double rewards, it's always $600, just so everyone knows that. Yeah, so it's definitely a nice to try and meet new people, maybe networking or contact more people. And offer a RFF, referral for a friend. So you can offer a referral. You can say, hey, I give away free bling if you tell me a friend that loves to party. I'd love to party with her. And then if she books a party, you give them the reward. I hope that helps. And good luck and way to want to do it.
By networking.
Go ahead.
Oh, what do you specifically mean by networking groups? How do I find those? Are those like something online or on Facebook or?
You can look online, networking groups in my area, and a ton will pop up. And I just suggest that you try different ones. I am in one called Keep It Local. What state are you in?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. We don't have one up there yet, but they do have locations in some other states. But just look for daytime networking or lunch networking, and just visit and make sure you have your cards with you.
Okay.
So you can.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
You can look on meetup.com. I don't know if there's a lot of meetups in your area. You can do a search on Facebook for networking groups in your area. If you know other people that sell direct sales, like anything else, talk to them. I mean, when I started, I got some of my best ideas and referrals talking to other women in like Nishi Bags was one of the first people I talked to. And she told me where she goes to set up. She told me, she mentioned an apartment complex that was having a festival that I could set up at. And, it was just, you just talk to everybody and see, it's almost like a scavenger hunt for information when you're getting started. Talk to people, find out what they do, who they know, let them know what you're doing, and who do you know that might, be interested in what I have to offer, and just kind of network, whether it's in a formal group or just through people that you know. Just kind of try to talk to everybody. Just get out there. Do your own party. I mean, I'm sure you've done one already, but come up with something else, like a mystery hostess party, right? So you can have everybody come over and, let them know last chance, these pieces, we're going to have some things retiring. And if you place an order, you'll be entered into a drawing to win either some or all of the host rewards, right? Yep. So that's a way to drum up additional orders in a slow month, right? There's a lot of ideas out there. Post it on Star Throwers, see if anybody else has any ideas, or go on Star Throwers and type in, ideas for, how do you get parties? Like, use the search function on the Facebook groups, because there's a lot of information. And look in the files for information. There's just so much.
How do you throw a Facebook party?
Who asked that question?
Kathy Wilson.
Hi, Kathy. Anna, do you want to answer that one?
No, because I have never done one. And when I've tried we tried twice and it didn't work out. It depends on the person that's hosting the party that will really help make it boom. And the fact of the matter is, with our jewelry, when you touch it, feel it, and put it on, you want it. And when you have a Facebook party, you don't get to do that, and you don't get that experience. My suggestion is, if you do a Facebook party, to go live where you're dressing someone so that they can see it on someone instead of just seeing pictures of it, because I think that would definitely be more beneficial. And if your hostesses have people that use Facebook all the time, there's not to say that it couldn't be successful, but I just know that when you touch it, feel it, and wear it, you want it.
Right. I agree 100%. I have done some successful Facebook parties, usually when they are fundraisers, because then there's a cause. And so people are more inclined, even if they haven't seen it, touched it, tried it on, they're more inclined to help support that cause, especially if it's an important cause for the hostess. I have a hostess with a husband that's fighting cancer, and so her friends really want to help support them. So that, every year we do a big fundraiser online. But what I do online is I get everybody into a group. I post teaser things. I set a date and time for the party, the live party. But there's, which do you prefer, this item or that item? And I'll give out raffle tickets for, their answers. I have them look through the book ahead of time. Here's the link to the catalog. Tell me your 5 favorite pieces. And I'll give you, 1 ticket for each thing. So, because I'm trying to get them engaged, and I'm trying to get them looking through the book and wanting something and connecting with it before I even go live, right? So then when I set my time, you set the little, be live in 5 minutes, whatever. You go live in your event. And I basically engage them ahead of time. Tell me 5 things you want to see, or tell me the types of things you want to see. What do you like? Right, and I will focus on the things that they want to see. If they're bracelet people, I'll show them the wrap star. I'll show them the ice, the ice bracelet. I'll show them the stretch bracelet. Just a little bit of what it is that they are interested in, and then I'll also incentivize it. The first 5 people to put in an order will get another entry into the drawing. And if it's an online party, my drawing is either for a little $1 charm or a cleaning cloth. I don't tell them what I'm giving away ahead of time. I'll just say, for a little sparkly prize or whatever. But it's just to get that engagement and to get people, every step of the way, get them to watch, get them to ask questions, get them to place orders. I don't know if that helps at all.
Definitely. Those are awesome ideas.
Thank you.
I actually have another question, and it's not really tied to booking per se, but you were talking about having parties at a restaurant. When you do that, do you set up like a display there at the restaurant, and do you do your party presentation and all to the group?
It depends. I have and I haven't. The last time I did it at a restaurant, it was at a wine bar, and there was just too many people. But I've done it at a restaurant where we were in a small area, and then I did it. But I'm continually talking about the jewelry when I'm dressing them. So I'm kind of doing mini dress the guests throughout the night rather than a whole party. But then I drop, little seeds as, well, this plus 2 more pieces is what my hostesses would get for free. And look, she doesn't even have to do anything. We're just at her favorite bar having fun.
Okay. Usually are the bars or restaurants pretty open to you setting up a display there, like on a table?
Yeah, you just have to ask them, because chances are they would be grateful for the business because it's getting them more exposure as well. So we're helping each other.
Okay. I did one time, but it was so noisy. It was like during a happy hour, and I tried doing the presentation, and it was just, you couldn't keep their attention. They couldn't hear, and it just did not work that time. But
right. And that's okay, because our job as a consultant is to adapt to whatever we're dealt per se.
Okay.
I've been at a party where I didn't do the presentation until an hour and 20 minutes in because people were so late and the hostess wanted to wait for this one person. So I know that when I walk into someone's home, it's not my way or the highway. It's the hostess. It's all about her, not about me.
Okay.
So wine bar, don't feel bad that you didn't do the presentation. It was too loud. It wouldn't have not, gone over great. So you just adapt to it and still make sales and contacts.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Great question.
Did everybody see the chat that Betsy posted? For those of you who are asking about networking events, did you guys see the chat response?
Yes, no? I saw it pop up.
Yes, I just want to make sure everybody's saying yes here.
Wise leader. Thank you, Betsy.
Yes, we saw it.
Awesome. So does anyone have any more questions for Liz or myself?
No. I don't for now.
All right. Well, I just want to thank you all for investing time in your sparkle business, because the people that invest the time in the business are the people that continue to grow and flourish. So good luck spreading the sparkle, and we're so happy that you're part of Touchstone Crystal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Shannah.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you at the end of the month.
Yay, Glam Jam.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Party
I'm
time.
ready.
Time to party.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.